Hey guys, welcome to Grade 47. I want to talk about a little, bit of an interesting little pistol I got right here in front of me. This is the Polish P-64. Many of you may know these, many of you may not. It's a great little gun. I enjoy it. I carry this thing sometimes when I'm looking for something in a light carry. It's extremely thin. Just a great pistol. Getting into some details here. In the late 50s, the Polish government was looking for a new sidearm for the military, and basically they came up with this in 1964. This gun's in the 9mm Makarov round. Not to be confused, this is not a Makarov. This is a completely different gun. Just in the Soviet bloc chambering of 9mm Makarov. It's a different gun, but anyway, a lot of people consider this to be a clone of the Walther PPKS. And while there are many similarities to it, there's some differences. But basically, it's kind of suspicious how closely it resembles a PPKS, and basically, how it functions too. Has the European style magazine release. Holds 6 rounds. Like the PPs, it will stay open on last shot, but there is nothing externally you can use to make it stay open other than the magazine. Has a fixed barrel with the recoil spring coiled around the barrel, and with the fixed barrel, it makes this gun extremely accurate. Actually, when I got this pistol, I knew of the accuracy that could be achieved with the Walther PPKS, and when I seen this thing, I paid around $280 for it, maybe 2 years ago. I don't know what the prices of them are now, but it's a pretty desirable gun. But anyway, I seen it and I thought it was a Walther's, and then after looking at it a little more, it's not. But it has a lot of characteristics of a Walther's. It shoots the more potent Makarov round, and it's a lot cheaper than a Walther's. And it was one of those things, I saw it and I thought, oh, I'll take it. Cool little gun, and it is. It's a really neat gun. It has the decocking mechanism, the rolling block safety that decocks it. You can see the loaded chamber indicator there. It disassembles like a Walther's when you pull the trigger assembly down like that. I'm not going to do it right now. But for the money, great gun. Great fit, great finish. Great accuracy, great reliability. Just you can feel that it's a well-built gun, and it's just kind of one of those neat little guns out there that you can pick up a great pistol for not a lot of money, and it's great. And a friend of mine has a Makarov, and I actually prefer this to the Makarov. I don't know why. I like it better. It's smaller, lighter. Really thin, great carry gun, and I'll show you. This is a Makarov round. This is a silver bear hollow point. It's a bimetal, compared to a 9mm, and you can see the difference. The Makarov round is right between a. It's a little less powerful than a 9mm. More powerful than a 380, so it's kind of right in there. Really not a huge difference between the performance of the 9mm Luger and the Makarov. Other than the Makarovs tend to have a lighter bullet, generally 94 grains, somewhere around there. Whereas, when you get into a lighter 9mm round, you're looking at like 115 grains, something like that. But this gun has a little pop to it. That was one of the reasons why they stopped using this pistol. Being that it has, a short barrel. Whoops. It does have like a wrist jerking pop to it. Not bad, but people bitch about whatever they can. Just a great little fun gun. Carry this thing around in my pocket all day and not really worry about carrying $700 PPK around and worry about getting every little ding on it. Although I always take very good care of my guns. But I bought this thing. Stamp on it here says it was made in 1972. It was imported into the country. This one has no importer's marks. Well, if it does, I don't know what they are. I have another imported pistol, it says right on there. But this thing, it was probably never used. It might have been used a little bit. There, you can kind of see where it was carried by a righty in a holster, because there's some things on the right side and not on the left. So who knows? Some Polish officer could have carried this thing around for a few years, and now I have it. So it's interesting. Just a little piece of little historical kind of gun, Cold War gun. Spy gun, you could say. And they had this thing in service from 64 to 70 when they came out with the P-70. Just slightly, slight changes, but great little gun. Really, really accurate. Has kind of little sights like a Walther's. They're adjustable windage, and just a neat little gun I like to carry and like to shoot because it's pretty accurate. And just wanted to talk about it. I haven't seen too many videos online about them. Hopefully, like all my videos, I'll get a shooting vid of this thing and talk a little bit more about it. But here you go, a little up close look. Just a pretty neat little gun, super accurate. And I was actually just so happy when I bought this thing that I got such a great pistol at such a great price. And really, for what this thing is, it's just great. It's a solid pistol. You can feel that in the how it was made. It was made really well, really good shape. And I got it for great price and a great round. I like the Makarov round, although now they're starting to jump up in price a little bit. When I bought this thing, I think I paid $7 a box for 50 of Silver Bear, and you can see on this box, I don't know if you can see that, $15.99, and that was a while ago. And now I've seen them as much as $25.99. So definitely because of the popularity. It's kind of, the Makarov is, to pistols what the AK-47 is to, assault rifles, I guess. But anyway, I just want to talk about it a little bit. If you see one of these things, pick it up because you can't go wrong. They made millions of them and they imported the heck out of them, so they're out there floating around. Don't pass it up just because you think it's some kind of weird foreign pistol when it's really not. It's basically Walther PPKS. That's basically what it is. I don't know. People that know about these, I'm sure will know that there are differences, but for what it's worth, it's basically a PPKS clone. It's just a little bit bigger, a little bit heavier than a PPKS, but it has bigger, better round. So anyway, just thought I'd talk about that a little bit. I had it out. I was carrying it the other day, so just thought I'd do a review. But I don't know. Take it easy, guys.